There is two aspects of traceability. One is the virus part, and second is monoclonal variations. Virus, suppose we have selected a virus infected material, because in the initial level, if you're going for the sourcing X plant, we don't know whether this plant is virus infected or virus free. And second, if something goes wrong with our tissue culture process, if you go beyond the prescribed cycle, if you use excessive chemicals, then there is chances of monoclonal variations. And our farmers, they're quite progressive. They're planting banana, they're investing much about on their planting material. So something goes wrong about the variation. Suppose one farmer planted 1,000 plants, assuming that this is the uniform plant and this gives flowering fruiting particular time. If out of 1,000 plants, 100 plants will not perform, there will be variation. Then where is the traceability? How we are going to trace this thing? So in traceability part, that virus and a true to ripeness uniformity is the major aspect. So how we are going to implement that? So it is a comprehensive approach. You call it quality management system and known as a national certification system for tissue culture plants in the country. So this sector, plant tissue culture sector and plant tissue culture has been covered under the Seeds Act, and through Government of India Gazette notification, Department of Biotechnology, Government of India has been authorized as a certification agency. And DBT, you know, DBT is the administrative body, the science management body. Alone DBT is difficult to implement this thing. So there is a kind of network program in which they have established a national certification system for tissue culture plants in which various agencies, they are working together to implement the program in the country. So companies, whether it's located in Kerala, company located in Nagaland, or Bhuj, Kutch, extreme southwest, northeast, we are able to recognize company, we are able to certify their tissue culture plant through this comprehensive network. I am in BCIL, Biotech Consortium India Limited, a Department of Biotechnology organization. We are acting as a NCS TCP management cell, and we are recognizing company, accrediting testing laboratories, and we're managing the whole program. So these are three major activities. One is, in one hand, we are accrediting testing laboratories. Other hand, we are recognizing tissue culture facilities. And once companies are recognized, so currently we have 85 companies located across the country. We have 5 ATLs, testing laboratories. And once companies recognize, testing centers are testing their certified material and giving the certificate. So there are various standard practices. I will not go in detail of all those things. We have defined all parameters how to recognize company based on their infrastructure, package of practices. Then there are various criteria. If it is quality management system, like any certification system, they have to maintain all those documents, records. They have to comply with the requirements. Once it is done, they are getting the certificate of recognition. There are various records. There is a comprehensive pro forma in the DBT website in which they have to mention all those things. And before committee comes for the site visit, they have to do self-assessment. And this self-assessment is verified by the expert committee during on-site visit. So this entire thing has been documented as a standard operating procedure, SOP. And if company has done well self-assessment, their job is done. They have made all true statement. They have complied with all necessary requirement, the SOP. It is all over on the website, template thing. So committee comes for the site visit. And once there is positive recommendation, it is considered by the committee and they get the recognition, Government of India recognition.